Say hi to the nice people.
Hi.
Alrighty, we're back out here in the shop tinkering a little bit. I had 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there a couple times. So what I've done is I've got all the hoses finished hooked up, ran the rest of my new fuel line, put antifreeze in. So we're pretty much there, except like where we left off is spark plug wires. I was gonna put ends on these to go for the points distributor that I had, but I ended up having a friend that had a control box and a coil so that I can use the MSD distributor. So I'm glad that I didn't build the spark plug wires yet, because now we can build them to fit this thing and we won't ever have to change it again, because that's what I was wanting to run anyways, is that MSD distributor. So anyways, that being said, we're going to keep tinkering here and there, but I'm hoping that we can get this thing running here pronto, because I sure would like to have it back to where I can use it. I know it's only been a couple days since it was running, but still, it's always good to know that you got something you can go turn the key in. So we're gonna keep tinkering, add a little bit more here. Looks like we had some air bubbles burp out. Make a little bit more of a mess, and we can get that points distributor pulled out of there, reclock this MSD one, get it set down in, and then we can start building wires for it. Alright, so I got the new distributor dropped in, and I just realized that I have these pre-made wires that I can put on it. I don't really want to go through the hassle of building wires right now. So we can put these beautiful blue wires on it for now, and then that'll give me time to tinker and build wires another time, because we still got lots more to work to do on this. But anyways, so we got that. We got to get this box mounted on the firewall, gap the plugs, get them put in, hook up wires, and we should be able to run it, get the cam broke in, and have a truck again. I got all the spark plugs gapped up, so we'll get those tossed in, put some wires on, and then get to mounting and wiring that up. So we're on the home stretch. Just got to get it done. Alright, so we got spark plugs put in, wires put on. I'm just going to worry about mounting this and hooking up a handful of wires, and we should be ready. So I got to figure out where I want to put this on the firewall, I guess. See what I have for wires to hook up, and then get it mounted up. So coming down to the wire, just actually coming down to wiring. Not my favorite. Well, let's get her mounted up. Alright. For having a big firewall, there sure isn't many places that looks like it'll mount up very good, but we're just gonna hook it right here. Yeah, drop the screw. Like so. Those go to the battery. I'm gonna go down underneath. All these wires. Let's see here. Coil, we need a couple more screws to mount that. Tack, I don't have one of those. White wire doesn't get used. This goes to the distributor. Out that back behind. So this is our key power, which needs to be hooked to that red coil. But this wire's junky, so I gotta put a new end on there. That green goes to tack. So we just gotta hook up key power and mount the coil. Hook up 2 wires to the battery and it should be go time. I'm gonna have 30 minutes of just cleanup, taking tools off these fenders. They make great workbenches, but they also collect everything that you work on for the entire project. Everything should be hooked up now, except for this guy. Ah, I'm getting nervous now. Connection. Okay, we'll pick up tools and then we'll see if she's gonna fire. Alright. It's a moment of truth, I guess. I don't have the valve covers on yet because when I was priming the engine, there's a couple of the push rods that I wasn't getting oil out of. And I think it's just because they weren't, the oil grooves or channels weren't lined up good enough to let it push out. So I just wanted to turn the motor over a little bit and watch those without any sparks. I don't have the coil hooked up right now, but once I do that and check that, I'll set the valve covers on and hook up the coil and then we'll fire it. Alright, I'm just gonna hook the coil up now and bump it and see what it does. Oh, hoo-hoo. I'm definitely getting oil out of all the push rods here on the driver's side, but I'm lacking oil on the push rods on the passenger side. So, for whatever reason, it's kind of sounding like it's loaded up, but it's not wanting to come up at all. Gotta get it. Gotta get it a little bit. Alright, we got plenty of oil pressure. I glanced at the gauge when I turned it off. We're sitting at like 65. So, that's good. We got oil coming out of all the push rods over here now. So, we can get the valve covers put on and do this thing for real. Just turn the key. Alright, we got the first stage of the break-in done. Let it cool off. Hit it again. I'm going to get a jug of water and kind of rinse off all this coolant. I think I had an air bubble perch out of the radiator, so we'll get that done and then run her again. Should have a truck now. Alright, we're going to go for round 2 now. So put a different radiator cap on it because that one kind of seemed like it wasn't holding pressure super awesome. So I put a different radiator cap on it, hit it again for another 10 minutes and should be good to go. I'll start it. So hopefully the neighbors aren't too mad. It's 10 o'clock and we just broke in a cam, but it needed to be done. So I'm pretty happy with it. Sounds like it'll be a decent motor. We'll let her cool off and maybe drive her a little bit tomorrow, see how she does. So we're gonna call it a night and we'll see you tomorrow. where the lake spills over when it's full.
Just like at the dam, how it goes over the spillway.
Yeah.
Like the thing where it makes